Today we will be doing exercise 4. This is the Cambridge IGCSE 0510 or 0511 paper, English as a Second Language. Welcome to English Step by Step. I am Miss Wee. Today we will be doing the May-June 2024 paper, and it's paper 1-3. We will start with reading instructions, title, and blurb. So read the magazine article about a woman called Emma Campbell who makes pottery for a living. The title says A Life in Pottery. I recently had the pleasure of speaking to Emma Campbell, a pottery maker based in the south of England. Next, we will have a look at the questions. As usual, I want you to underline the key words. So here I have highlighted the keywords. What does Emma say about her first job? What does happy accidents in paragraph 2 mean? So I will be zooming in on these words. In paragraph 3, Emma mentions how some people, etc. What does Emma say about technology in paragraph 4? So I will be looking for this. What does it refer to in line 37? And what do we learn about Emma in the final paragraph? So I will be looking in the final paragraph. And as I'm doing this, I'm predicting the synonyms that they might use for these words or expressions. So although it's very useful to come up with synonyms or alternative expressions, you don't actually need to write them down the way I have done here. The reason is because you don't have enough time in the exam. But if you think you'd like to practice writing them down, please do so. The point is not to get an accurate prediction. The point is to get you thinking so that you know what you're looking for and your mind is alert. So let's look at them one by one. It was supposed to be a long-term position, so they might use the word permanent. If this is the answer, if not, then you might not see this at all. It was an important role in the company, so maybe it's management. It taught her some useful skills. There are lots of useful skills. I'm just naming 2 of them here. And because there are so many skills out there, my prediction will probably be wrong. But the point, again, like I said, is to get you thinking. What does happy accidents in paragraph 2 mean? If I look at them one by one, mistakes that have unexpected results, I'm expecting a positive outcome. Errors that spoil what has been produced, I am expecting a negative outcome because of the word spoil. Failed experiments that are easy to learn from, I'm expecting a neutral outcome. So you fail, but at least you have learned something from it. Now, because of the word happy here, I'm expecting a positive outcome. And therefore, without even reading the passage, I already know the answer is A. But I will not put the answer as A until I've confirmed it by reading the passage. Now let's go on to question 12. So instead of saying some people, you might see family or friends, etc. in the passage. Flexible working hours. I think another way of saying that is flexi time. Underestimate how demanding her job is. Maybe they think it's easy. Suggest that she should work elsewhere. So maybe ask her to change jobs. Technology, they may use this word or they may use another word like gadgets. It makes people less patient. I'm expecting them to use the word impatient. It has limited benefit for artistic people, so maybe not so good for creativity. It has little connection to the popularity of pottery, so maybe not relevant to pottery. Being interviewed in a TV studio, so maybe it's in a talk show. Failing to make the final selection, they might say didn't make it to the finals. Applying for a place on the show, maybe she had to fill in a form of some sort. She sometimes doubts her own ability, unsure if she can do something. She's easily influenced by others' opinions. I'm thinking they might use the word affected. She lacks a competitive spirit, so she doesn't care about winning. So you don't have to read in detail, but if you do want to do so, please pause the video. So what I usually do is to scan for keywords. And here, immediately, I can see the keywords, her first job. These are the keywords from question 10. If I continue reading, I will see this. She realizes that what she learned about branding, photography, and digital marketing has actually been crucial to her pottery business. And if you look at question 10 again, what does Emma say about her first job? It taught her some useful skills. So my prediction was wrong. It wasn't about teamwork or communication. It was about branding, photography, and digital marketing. Nevertheless, I know that C is the answer. Next, I'm going on to question 11. I already suspect A is the answer. What does happy accidents in paragraph 2 mean? So I'm going to scan for the words happy accidents. And here they are. Happy accidents occur even if they aren't what she intended. However, attempting to recreate these and remember exactly what she did differently is something that Emma says is a challenge. It does mean, however, that every piece she makes has its own particular character. Now let's look at the answer choices. So A says mistakes that have unexpected results, which is the same as saying every piece she makes has its own particular character. So A is the answer for number 11. Let's go on to question 12. In paragraph 3, Emma mentions how some people, so I found these keywords here. That's something she says about friends and family, don't all appreciate. Emma feels they view pottery as more of a hobby than a career, which is similar to thinking that it's easy, although it's not the same words. So my answer here is B. Well, let's move on to question 13. What does Emma say about technology in paragraph 4? So I'm going to find either the word technology itself or anything that implies technology. So indeed, they have used the word technology. She firmly believes it's a reaction against the fast-paced world of technology in modern society. There is something wonderful about working directly with a natural material that really calms people and makes them happy. Making pottery can't be rushed. It takes time. Not getting instant results like those we've come to expect from the internet and social media, for example, is something that many of us struggle with. So not getting instant results is what we struggle with. So this implies some degree of impatience. So I've got impatient here. It makes people less patient. So that's my answer for question 13. I hope you have noticed that we do not even need to read the entire passage in order to get the answers. But if you want to do so, and I do recommend that you do so, please pause the video to give you more time. Question 14. What does it refer to in line 37? So I'm going to zoom in on the word it in line 37, which is numbered here. And here you have the word it. She said it was a bit of a relief. When we have a question involving a pronoun like this, it or he or she or they, we usually look at the sentence before or the part before the word it. So I'm going to read the sentence just before. She was selected for an interview at the TV studio but didn't make the final selection. So I have a very similar prediction. She didn't make it to the finals. Failing to make the final selection is the answer. So I want you to take note that for the other questions, after we have found the keywords, the answers are usually after the keywords. However, when you have a pronoun, the answer is usually before the keyword. Now let's move on to question 15. What do we learn about Emma in the final paragraph? So the questions are usually in order. So I'm going to read the bit that is after the word it. She said it was a bit of a relief as she had been so nervous about being in front of the cameras. However, she said the whole experience gave her the boost of confidence she needed to start teaching pottery. Now, she had been so nervous about being in front of the cameras, so being so nervous implies that she sometimes doubts her own ability. If you're very confident, if you're very sure, you wouldn't be nervous. So my answer for 15 is A. What I want to show you is that the answers are in order. So the answer to question 10 is from this paragraph, the first paragraph. For question 11, the answer is from the second paragraph, and so on. 14 and 15 are from the last paragraph, but they're still in the right order. And this should be the case for most papers. I hope this has been helpful. If you need help with anything else, please leave a message in the comment section below. Also check out my other videos. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. And if you need tutoring, you can contact me here. Thank you.